You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
Dick Tracy is the story of a 1930s detective taking on a citywide crime syndicate. Or is it?
Look out, boy. Better watch your tail. Your tail just might end up in jail. There's one bad dick, he's on your trail. Dick Tracy.
Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 1990s Dick Tracy. This was a big movie back in the day.
Oh, yes, absolutely. McDonald's behind it and everything.
The one thing I remember is the old Hostess potato chip bags would have stickers from the movie with scenes from the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, vaguely. It's been a while. But yeah, I was working at McDonald's actually when this came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that was my big focus right there, is the cups and the toys and the weird, little action figures and everything that they sold along with that.
The watches that came out with it.
Oh yeah, the watches were part of the toy run, and
It didn't work.
No. I think they said one or two little voices or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Was calling Dick Tracy, calling Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
I think something like that, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Now, granted, I didn't get to go see the movie because the small town I was working in at the time was big enough to have a McDonald's, but not big enough for a movie theater.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw this movie. I don't know if I rented it later or if I saw it at the drive-in when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember seeing it. I remember liking it back in the day. But watching it again, this is a bad movie.
It is, but for kind of the weirdest reasons.
It's so weird. Like, we just finished Moonwalker. I thought that was weird, but at least you can kind of explain that one.
And it's got like the best soundtrack of almost any movie, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at least you got that going on. But this, now this is kind of starting, or trying to capture that comic book movie. I'll call it the kind of the tail end of the first wave. I consider the first wave Superman 77.
Okay.
Kind of starting that, because you had the 4 Supermen. And then you had, Batman 89 was the big one, right?
Well, this is kind of the revival. Yeah, this is sort of I would almost call it the second wave, because this Batman was so much more different than Superman. It was totally different tone.
I can't argue with that there. And then Schumacher killed that, and then it wasn't till the year 2000 with X-Men that we get kind of the modern era, really.
Yeah, yes and no. I would almost call the Marvel, starting with Iron Man, the sort of
Iron
more Marvel.
Okay, so 2000 till Iron Man really, I guess, would have been that next wave. I guess wave 3.
Yeah.
Because you had X-Men, you had Spider-Man.
Yeah, X-Men, Spider-Man, Blade.
Blade, yep. So we start around 9. That's the thing. That's why I'm. So that's around 98 then when you start that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is trying to capitalize. Basically, Batman was gangbusters. So of course they got all the corporate sponsorship from big companies to do this one, because it's another comic book movie. Except not really. It's more of a comic strip movie.
Yeah, I don't understand why anyone would want to see a Dick Tracy movie. I don't remember. I don't remember Dick Tracy being big until the movie came out. I don't remember Dick Tracy being a household name until the movie came out.
No, and I think that's because we're too young for that. I mean,
yeah, my parents are too young for that.
Well, yeah, but you look at the actors that appear in this. They're not exactly spring chicken these days, right? So I think that's more kind of their comic strip type thing. I mean, it made its debut in October of 1931. So. Oof. So really, you have basically almost to a degree. This kind of thing where even Warren Beatty was probably like, well, my parents raised me on this because they were big fans of it back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Or something like that, right? Like it could have been like that. I mean, it saw some like it ran through the 50s, even into the 70s.
Yeah, but it wasn't big. Like, it wasn't Superman big. It was never Batman big.
No, exactly, and that's why it didn't. Like it had its own nostalgia, but I mean, by then we'd had James Bond, even as far as like,
yeah,
you want your super villains or whatever. Like you get that. You've got, of course, Superman in '38. Like, but
I just don't remember anyone clamoring for like, hey, when are we gonna get a Dick Tracy movie?
Oh, and you're right. I can't argue with that. I never heard of it until the movie either. Like my parents never talked about. Oh, I used to read them in the funny papers or whatever.
Yeah, like it was just like kids liked it because you could say Dick and your parents couldn't get mad at you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, even though they said it when they were kids, but but it's weird. Like this movie has. Well, you know what? Actually, yeah. Why don't you take us through?
Oh, I don't have a synopsis. No.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, honestly, the synopsis is basically this. Dick Tracy's a cop. Al Pacino's a head villain. He tries to consolidate the villains a la Dark Knight style.
Pretty much.
Which is kind of interesting to think about it. And then Dick Tracy, foils some crimes, punches some people very hard, and then eventually gets the bad guy. Meanwhile, he adopts a kid?
Yeah.
And has a will he won't he with his best dame, and kind of almost basically cheats on her with Madonna. So
yes and no, and then there's also like a faceless villain coming in trying to sort of play both sides.
Yeah,
and that ends up being Madonna in the end.
Yeah,
a lounge singer.
But that's kind of it. The rest of it, it's a lot of the same thing going over and over again, where you have Dick Tracy, calling Dick Tracy, crime spotted on First Street. He goes over there. They just got away. Or
okay, back to the kid.
Or back to the kid. Yeah, and then calling Dick Tracy. We pulled in this guy. Aha! Who's the big boss? No, you're not going to talk. All right, back to the kid. Like it's
yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we should say we could welcome to the show a bunch of people. Warren Beatty, William Forsythe, Madonna, of course, Mandy Patinkin, Al Pacino, Dustin Hoffman, and Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates?
Yeah, she was in there.
Really?
Yep. Welcome back, Cole Meany from Con Air. I don't know if you caught him. He was one of the...
I did. I have my notes. He was a flatfoot.
Yeah, he was one of the flatfoot police officers.
I got old Irish flatfoot.
Oh, get old Irish flatfoot. Get going in there, Dick Tracy. Get the bad guys.
Yeah, like all the rest of the flat feet, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even Catherine O'Hara we can welcome back from Home Alone 2.
Oh, gosh. Who was she?
She was, I think, not one of the dancers, but in the bar scene.
Really? Oh, my gosh. I got to look this up.
But, yeah, I mean, this is so weird because it's the only movie I've ever seen where Madonna is subdued.
I got to admit, I liked her in this movie.
That's because she's not over the top.
No, exactly. Oh, and we can also welcome a couple of co-stars to Madonna's tits. Let's not forget.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's not forget about those, because we get to see them in this movie, in this comic strip movie from the 30s.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah,
we full on see Madonna's tits.
What rating was this?
I am not arguing or griping, but I'm just saying.
This was PG.
Did you get Paul Sorvino?
No. Why? Who's he?
Somewhat famous actor. He's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of mob-related stuff. He's Lips Manless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke is in here too.
Dick Van Dyke, yeah.
A lot of older stars that I just didn't want to get into because it would be here forever.
Well, sure. James Caan and
like this was a huge cast back then. This is
absolutely a huge cast. Yeah. I was so impressed. Like, there's people here I didn't even know were in it, and I was celebrity spotting.
James Caan is in it.
Yep.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke is the mayor. Like, it's...
Oh, no, he's the DA.
Or is the DA? I thought he was the mayor.
DA Fletcher. What is his
Okay.
character name? I don't know if it's District Attorney Fletcher or if
Probably.
maybe that's just like Dave Allen Fletcher or something.
No, I think it's probably District Attorney.
Yeah. Mandy Patinkin?
Yeah, from Princess Bride.
Yeah. Yeah. And funnily enough, like all of these big star names that we've mentioned, Glenn Headley is actually the main movie, like the Tess Trueheart. I've never heard of her.
No, but she did have a big career, but just not in my scope of view.
No, not in my purview. No.
And the weird thing, it was like the first thing you'll notice about this movie is it's very colorful.
It does, yeah. They are really going for that leap from the comic strip or comic book feel. Absolutely.
But it's not shaded. It's block colors. It's
Yeah.
like I have a note here. Jesus, even the buildings look like a Crayola box.
Yeah.
And like the director said, go to the paint store and buy green, red, blue, yellow, and purple. Okay, what shades? Plain. Because it's just solid colors. It's
Absolutely. My note here says it's a less violent version of Roger Rabbit.
yeah. I feel like I'm in I feel like I'm in like a kid's Discovery Zone or something. You know what I mean?
We're walking through Toontown.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's insane.
It is. It's. I kind of liked it for it being a cheesy send up of an old 30s character. Especially because they were able to do these wide pan shots where they fade out and you see the characters walking into the distance or into another drawing, but then they're able to just kind of pan over the comic book page, this matte painting, and then get us from one locale to the other.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Zero in on the next thing. I haven't really seen that done too much, or if at all, and I kind of liked it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not suitable for every single movie, but for this, it kind of works.
It kind of works, but it also kind of dates it too because it looks 90s.
Oh, it absolutely dates it. I'm just saying for this period, for the 90s doing the 30s, it works. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yeah. Like it wouldn't be good for 2017 doing the 30s or whatever, but for the 90s doing the 30s, sure, it works. And probably a bit easier on the budget. They just hire some animators and away they go. What got me was with the aesthetic was the apparent acceptable levels of inappropriate violence. Like one mobster chucks a cat to show he's a villain. You have a kid getting slapped around. You've got women getting slapped around.
Yeah, well, it was the 30s.
But it's the 90s doing the 30s. You'd
Yeah,
think
but
that
it's the
they
30s.
No, I know, but I think maybe, and that's the thing. In the 90s, they left that in because it was period authentic, whereas today they wouldn't have done it.
Oh, I think you could have done it. I think you'd do it today. But if you did it today, it wouldn't be a comedy. It would be a
drama.
A drama,
Yeah.
a very serious drama, Jessica Chastain and
Most likely on the Women's Network.
probably still Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
Warren Beatty.
Beatty.
Beatty. He's fucking spells it Beatty. I'm sorry.
He does, yeah.
I have a note here, writing in bullets while waving the gun back and forth. I'm like, what is he, like the inventor of the laser printer?
Yeah. Yeah, and I love the way he just waves it back and forth.
Yeah,
and
he's
that somehow...
like, they show him waving the gun right and left, and then it spells out words on the thing. And I'm like, really? Come on.
Tommy gun made by Hewlett Packard.
Yeah.
I want a Tommy gun, and I think I should get one because apparently all it takes to be a villain in this world is an ugly mug.
Oh my God.
I mean, so easily identifiable.
What?
If they got an ugly face, they're bad. If they're good looking, they're good.
Why? You have okay. You have Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman, and all these great actors who are great actors and
Absolutely.
and who have great facial expressions, and that you put tons of makeup on them and put them put them in these what basically turn out to be masks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just to hide their faces. I guess I understand. Probably it's to make them look like their comic book counterparts.
Yeah.
And I
'cause
guess
think
in 1990 we weren't at that point yet where we could just say, well, that's close enough.
Yeah, or they weren't looking to do some sort of quote unquote modern take on it, where they would have had the names and then maybe like a little tick, a little facial tick, a little, like lips would have had, maybe his lips were a little bit bigger, but that's it. And then it's just Paul Sorvino.
Yeah.
Or, you just have regular looking Al Pacino and he's hunched over. He's got a little hunchback. They put a little thing on his back. That's it.
Yeah.
They would have left Dustin Hoffman be Dustin Hoffman, but he just mumbles like that. Like they didn't. This one, they wanted it to look like it jumped off the page. You can tell that it's so obvious.
Like why? Especially with mumbles, Dustin Hoffman's character. All he does is mumble.
Yeah.
You don't need giant, forehead things for him, or these giant lips and this big puffy face so that the guy mumbles. He can just mumble. He's Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. He did the voice all by himself. Like, he didn't need prosthetic assistants to do that. You know what I mean?
Like, why would you do that?
And that's the thing. And they had all these, like, that was their theme for this, for the Dick Tracy villains: flat top and square head and, mumbles. And I have stooge, shoulders, the rodent, the brow, little face, baritone, 88 keys. Like all the, it's very, very themed. Lips, manless. Steve the Tramp.
Steve the Tramp. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Mrs. Green. That was Kathy Bates. Mrs. Green.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, Ribs. Some guy named Ribs. Like, they very, very much kind of the time names. But then when they went to draw them, so that way you could see who was who on the comic book page. Flat top. William Forsythe. You get William Forsythe, and then you put him in this weird, like, fat head, curly-haired, flat-top costume.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, it serves the purpose. It looked comic booky as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I've never read the comic, but I assume they look exactly like their counterparts, because if they don't, they wasted a whole lot of money.
Yeah, and I think they did, at least for the most part.
But I love the scene. I love the scene right at the beginning where Dick Tracy gets called on his watch, and he gets called to the crime scene, and he's at the opera.
Oh yeah.
And so, obviously, not a big deal to interrupt an opera with a talking watch. He just He says, "All right, I'll be right back," and he gets up and he leaves. And he shows up and he goes, "Huh, big boy," and then leaves and goes back to the opera.
He gets back. He finishes his job in time to go back to the opera.
Like, he could have just, I went to get popcorn, because he was probably gone for that amount of time.
Well, that's the thing. There's nothing about him being a secret agent in this. In fact, and everybody knows his name. And hell, you know what? I mean, this podcast brought to you by Out Loud Watches. Now your business is everybody's business.
Okay. And sticking with that, do you remember the scene where one of the cops is calling in to the precinct to, it's early on, but he's calling in, he's trying to because he's been spying on the bad guys.
Yeah.
And he's talking into the old 30s phone. If you don't remember the old 30s phone, you can look it up. You have to hold a piece to your ear, and you have to talk into the thing. And he's like whispering, he's like, "Okay, yeah, we're down here. You got to get some cops down here." And then you can hear the other guy on the other end is like, "Really? What's going on down there?" And I'm like, why are you whispering if that's going to happen? That's not going to save you.
And what use is there having a watch that can do that too? Especially if you're the one doing the snooping around. It's like, "Hey Charlie, come on in," and you know what I mean? Like you're hiding behind a barrel of something, and all of a sudden the bad guys can just hear everything that's going on. "Hey, Dick Tracy, when you're sneaking around there, do you want me to pick up a sandwich?"
Now, are you right behind the orange can or the green can?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the blue can. I see. You're behind the blue can. You're behind the blue can. Gotcha.
Repeat, blue can. Yeah, we're going to come in with Tommy guns a-blazing from the front door, and we'll make sure to try not to shoot the blue can.
Yeah. Just so you know, we don't have the back door surrounded, so keep them from going out the back door.
Behind the blue can.
Behind the blue can, yeah.
Now, did you get that this take place in, like, Chicago?
Sure.
Old gangland Chicago kind of feel. I mean,
don't think it matters, but sure.
Granted, I think it was Chicago after some sort of, I don't know, epidemic outbreak, because every time they're walking through the streets, no one's there.
No, yeah. Maybe it's
They
after
live
the
in-
Transformers destroy the city.
It must be, because they live in the least busiest town of Chicago. I've been to Chicago once, but there was people all the time.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, all the time. Day and night. It's friggin' Chicago.
And I love the store names in the city, too. Books, theater, shoe repair, groceries,
Diner.
diner. You know, like,
I kinda
no
wanna
branding whatsoever.
I kind of want to live in this part of whatever town this may be, because A, it's easy to find stuff.
There's no confusion.
Well, Google wouldn't be Google; it'd just be web search.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'd call up web search and find a location for a diner. You know, there'd be one dot that appears on the screen, and then it gives me the directions. You know,
No,
and of course I would know who works at diner, because there's only, like, I don't know, 30 people in this city. Half of them are crooks. The other third, well, maybe, well, if you divide it up in quarters, there's a quarter cops, a quarter villains, and the other half are victims and store owners.
pretty much, yeah. Victims and store owners
Yeah,
who are also victims.
who are also victims. Yeah. I have a note in here, actually. It just says, "There's so much happening so fast, yet nothing happening."
There's nothing happening. Nothing's going on for the first little while in this movie.
Yeah, just Dick getting called to different places and going, huh?
Perfect example of that. When he brings in Mumbles, or no, he brings in Flat Top and the guy that always repeats himself
Yeah.
for questioning. At the very beginning, Dick Tracy is facing the camera and he's dunking a spoon into a can of chili. And then they
Yeah.
come in, he puts the spoon in the chili, they talk for a couple of seconds, and then everyone leaves the room. But the chili is still there. Why was he dunking the spoon in the can of chili?
I don't know.
Isn't that the movie law? If you introduce a can of chili, you have to eat it in the second act. Is that what you know what I mean?
Or throw it, at least.
Yeah, or throw it, or do something with it.
Yeah, where was the scene where he throws the chili over Flat Top's head and says, now you listen here, see? You're going to tell me where Big Boy is? You're going to tell me now. That's my every person in this movie.
Oh, I know,
And
that's the thing.
I have a cold. So,
I cannot. I can do the accent, but I can't do it for an hour and 45 minutes. Just
No, and
everybody doing that voice. Like, see, you're gonna come over here. You're gonna be the coppers.
actually, it's kind of funny that everybody but Warren Beatty.
Pretty much.
And he's one of the producers. He's like, I'm sure when he made the elevator pitch, he's like, don't worry, I won't be doing the voice. Everybody else will.
Yeah.
So, I gotta say, Al Pacino in this, he's having fun.
Oh God. This is Al Pacino at his Pacinoist.
Yeah, absolutely. This summer, Al Pacino in The Pacinoist, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, he's having fun. Madonna, not so much, especially with, she does look a little put upon.
Well, that's what I mean. She's like if you think about all the movies that she's in like Truth or Dare, and she's very sexual in that one. A League of Her Own, she's the slut,
Yeah.
type thing.
Even there's the James Bond movie where she's very seductive in that,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. In this one, her job is just to stand there.
Well, they played to her strengths. I mean, Madonna, Queen of Pop back in the 80s and 90s. So yeah, I gotta say, perfect casting for Madonna. She looks like a femme fatale. She can act like a femme fatale. She can sing like it's better than getting an actress and then overdubbing the singing, especially with the number of songs she has to do in this. I think
It's never stopped Hollywood before.
no, but I think it was a perfect time because they got her. She was in at the height of her powers, as they say.
I guess.
Both musically, physically, she was taking acting lessons, I'm guessing. So I think it was actually really, especially for this one. She's a cartoon singer.
I guess, but I don't know. It's just so weird to see Madonna there because it's. Yeah, well, I know she was a huge star in the 80s, obviously, and she was, the material girl and, very sexy and like a virgin and all that kind of stuff, but wow, just it It's like they poured seductive into like a big vat, and instead of like poking a hole in the bottom and putting a spigot in, they just turned the vat over and let it all spill out at one time. It's like, okay, I know you're fucking Warren Beatty at this time, but Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Let's tone it the fuck down. And she just falls in love with Dick Tracy for no reason.
Well, that's the weird gimme of this movie, is that she just lays eyes on him. He's so damn handsome that she can't help herself, but yet at the same time she's trying to be the come get me, you know what I mean, like play hard to get, kind of
play hard to get. I don't think it's hard to get. I think it's easy to get.
Sorry. She's trying to play the overly sexualized, like come and get it, I guess is what I'm looking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like she's
chasing.
Yeah.
But basically, no, she has this attitude. It's like, well, I shouldn't have to chase you that hard because I'm Madonna. So
yeah.
and you're a man, ergo you want all this.
Yeah, she's playing just about as hard to get as a lonely housewife in a porno when the pizza guy shows up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like except the pizza guy knows what he's got there, and he's like, you don't have to ask me twice, honey.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, well, fuck this pizza. All right.
Yeah. Whereas Beatty in this one, where Dick Tracy is basically like, well, no, I shouldn't. I got my gal back home. Okay, just one kiss, because, well, the hell, you're Madonna. So
yeah, and I'm directing this movie, so fuck it.
Well, yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Honey, it's for the movie. I gotta do it.
Yeah, same with like you showing your tits. It's for the movie. It's you know, it'll just be me, the cameraman, director, key grip, catering guys. Like it's really a closed
craft services. Yeah,
craft service. Yeah. The sound guys.
Plus, I really don't think by this time Madonna was all that shy about being nude. You know what I mean?
No, but this is the most amount of nudity we've seen in a comic book movie.
That's true. Very true.
So it was kind of surprising to see. Again, I only watched this past week. I've never seen this before.
Really?
Ever.
Really? I'm surprised.
Absolutely. I know. Me too. It's just one of those things that like I got inundated with Dick Tracy stuff. Had no frame of reference for it. You know, in terms of like never heard of it before. Never heard it talked about after. So it was just one of those things that I remember that I sold toys and Happy Meals.
Right.
Which is kind of weird because I sold toys and Happy Meals for a movie with Madonna's tits in it. That's all I'm saying.
Like I said, man, PG.
I mean, they pulled out of McDonald's pulled out of what was it, Batman
Returns.
Returns because of how sexualized Michelle Pfeiffer was as Catwoman and and the levels of violence and stuff. I'm like, is it because of Dick Tracy? They're like, shit, we couldn't back out in time for the Dick Tracy deal. So let's get let's get out of the
yeah maybe
like I want to know, like, were parents taking their kids to the theater in
I
the
don't
90s?
remember a huge backlash over this movie about that though.
Yeah, which makes me think that this was like adults who grew up on it would have been the ones to go to the theaters, maybe.
But it was marketed to kids, and that's the thing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like I said, I'm selling Happy Meal toys on the one hand. On the other hand, Madonna's tits. and I mean, kids getting slapped around, and you know, like all this stuff that
open pie facing slaps too.
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. And then the police station has a dog statue with that holds water, and the faucet is its dick. What the hell's going on? This movie? What's going on, Dick Tracy? Warren Beatty, he goes back to it like again. This dog dick faucet in the Dick Tracy. I guess dick. Dick Tracy's kind of a dick. The dog's got its dick for a faucet.
The kid's a dick.
The kid's a dick.
Madonna's going for the dick, yeah.
Madonna's, playing up for that dick.
Al Pacino's nose and chin looks like dicks, yeah.
Like dicks, yeah, absolutely.
Why did he have to have such a big chin? I mean, okay, maybe it's for the comics, but Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, yeah, it's got to be for the comics, because that's like I haven't seen a chin like that so pronounced since basically Peter Griffin's ball chins, you know.
Yeah, or Sergeant Slaughter, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Like
Yeah,
I want
or
to
the
see
Balchinians from Men in Black.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see the outtakes where Al Pacino's just going crazy, and then the chin and nose fly off in two different directions. That's what I want to see, because that had to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Probably a couple of times.
Yeah, because you can see it in the movie a couple of times in the movie. You can tell it's a later take because the nose is starting to wobble and the chin is starting to wobble. And they fly off eventually. I want to see that.
Absolutely. I also want to see where Mumble's face starts really melting, like not just sweating, but just under that
heat lamp. Yeah,
right in front of the heat lamp there. Yeah, absolutely. And again, you have friggin' Dick Tracy drinking that dick water out of the friggin' dog dick faucet.
Yeah.
And I even have my next note is, what is the deal with the kid's storyline? Don't you have a murder to solve, Dick?
Yeah, trying to keep the kid out of the orphanage.
But not really. He keeps telling him. He keeps threatening him with the orphanage. Like, he's kind of this weird thing where he kind of holds it over him. It's like, I don't want to have to do it. I don't have to put you in the orphanage.
Yeah.
All right, here's some more pie. And then when he starts acting up, it's like, I don't want to have to do it. Don't have to put you in the orphanage.
And why is the kid always eating? There's a whole montage about the kid eating.
That's that whole starving orphan bit.
Okay, but it never comes back.
Well, it only comes back when he does end up eventually in the orphanage and he's eating gruel, right? It's the Little Orphan Annie.
He's never in the orphanage. I don't remember him in the orphanage.
Sure he is. He's absolutely in the orphanage because all he has to do at the orphanage, which I have in my notes later, is sit at a table and eat gruel. And then sit at a table and do nothing. And then they check him out of the orphanage for some reason because he now can help solve the crimes.
I don't remember that at all.
It's not for very long, but they do ship him off to the orphanage. And then they just go and get him from there. After two scenes,
maybe you saw the extended version and I didn't see it, but
I can see why, if it's an extended version, why that wasn't in the theatrical, because it goes nowhere.
Yeah,
they check him in, they check him out, like it's it.
Okay.
Yep.
I got a question for you. Why is it that when the phrase "I am the law" is uttered in a movie, they give it to Al Pacino or Sylvester Stallone? I am the law.
Because only they have the gusto.
Why? Like, Jesus, what is it about that line?
I don't know. You have to really go for it. I can't see Warren Beatty here being like, "Hey, I'm the law.
I am the law.
I'm the law, see?"
Yeah. And okay, when he's tied up in the bottom of the basement there and they're going to kill Dick Tracy, the way he stands up, could he just not have stood up and ran with the ropes tangled around him and then get untangled outside of the building?
I think he could have, yeah.
I don't think he was tied to the chair.
No, exactly, yeah. He could have stood up and then he just puts his back to the door, open the door.
Yeah.
Because they don't look like they locked that shit.
No.
And then leave. Or he could have swung the chair. He could have opened up the glass window by himself.
Yeah.
Get on the chair, crawl out.
Yeah, then the kid would have been in danger.
Yeah. Yeah. I did have a note about that. I said, good job on the thugs to follow Dick all day, only to ambush him at home.
Yeah.
They do their darndest to follow him all day, remain unseen, and then just go to his house.
Yeah. Why don't you just wait there?
And then just wait there. And then they punch him. Like,
oh yeah, let's talk about these flailing arm punches. Like, oh my God. Even the worst wrestlers in the world have better working punches than these guys.
Oh yeah.
Where their arm comes all the way back, and it's just like a pendulum effect. They just bring it around in a full oval.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. It's just shy of 360 degrees. You know what I mean? Like they do a good 340, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And the power.
Oh yeah, when he punches out 8 guys at once.
Yeah, let's put that on the back burner for my oversight.
Okay, fair enough.
Madonna's such a dick hound. We talked about that.
Do you like the? I wrote, so glad we have a montage of action scenes rather than actual action scenes. More time for long shots of Madonna standing with her mouth open.
Or kid eating pie.
Our kid eating pie. Like we have like a huge montage of him going through and arresting all of these criminals. I'm like, this would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Why is this a montage?
Yeah, so especially the shootouts, fisticuffs, because that's what it is. It's old school fisticuffs.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nary a kick to be found in this movie.
Oh, this is a put up your dukes, sir.
Absolutely, pugilist all the way around.
Yeah,
old timey boxing at its worst, actually.
yeah. You ever seen those paintings of the two guys holding up their fists? You know,
Yeah.
That's what this is.
In fact, we don't even get that. They just kind of stand there and let themselves be punched.
They do. There's no even attempt to block the punch.
Yeah.
It's like we're watching the training scenes for this movie rather than the actual filming of it.
All right, here's how you box. See, it's all offense, no defense. You want to plant your feet nice and solid. Don't move your hips at all. Just swing wildly. That's boxing for you. All right, now get out there, kid, and knock him dead. You know. No, put your arms down. What do you want to do? They're gonna get in the way of the punches.
Make it sound good because it's being broadcast on the radio.
Yeah.
Make you a star, kid. See,
big star.
big star.
I love when Dick Tracy goes to the warehouse. He goes alone, of course.
Oh, the South Side Warehouse.
That's right. The one
the
and only
South Side Warehouse. It just says South Side Warehouse, as
Yeah,
if there's
where
4 warehouses and they're all on different ends of the city. You know what I mean?
This one has the cement and the barrels.
Yes, there you go. With
Well,
the trapdoor. Yeah.
It would go well. It goes great with the books and diner and all the other naming conventions.
Shoe repair. Yeah.
Shoe repair, exactly. So, now we get to the part where the faceless man,
Right.
is starting to be seen.
So glad you're bringing him up. Go ahead.
I think it's funny that in this world they have trouble believing that a man has no face. Every second person has a fucked up face.
Thank you. That's exactly my point.
Every other person you meet, one good looking, one bad, ugly.
Yeah.
So to have someone with no face, it's like, that's what gets you?
Yeah. That's what I have here. The cops don't buy that there's a man with no face, but tiny face, prune face, and mumbles they get.
Yeah. Flat top, lips, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, even the goons, if you notice, like Lips Mahoney there, forget what his last name, Lips had goons go and bring and get somebody, right? There was that first mobster that they killed.
Yeah.
So you have ugly-faced dudes in cop uniforms. It's like, no, those are evil goons. They have to be. They're not good-looking.
They doubled up.
Yeah. Like, apparently you have to be as good-looking as Dick Van Dyke or better.
Which isn't saying much.
It's not the highest bar. But at least he doesn't have a fucked-up face like like all the rest of these ugly mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, do they find no face handsome, and therefore they're confused because like that would be, I think, in this world even more confusing. Well, he's good looking. I don't see why he's turned to crime. You know,
This time totally by surprise.
Yeah.
And I love the reporters too in this movie. They got the old time reporter voice too. Dick Tracy's in big trouble again.
Yeah. Dick Tracy wanted on murder charges. He's handsome, so we don't know why he did it. You know, police are puzzled because a handsome man murdered a guy. You know. I gotta admit though, I did kind of like the frame up for the comic book movie. It was kind of neat the way they kind of went about it. Like they lure Tracy so they could drug him, knock him out. They shoot the guy. Obviously, forensics are next to nothing in the 30s. There was a gun found on the scene and bullet holes in the dead guy, so he did it. You know, like that's about it. It's kind of a weird game of forensic tag. Like you just don't want to be the last guy holding the gun because then you're it. Because that's pretty much all it is. He wakes up, he's holding the gun. That there's a dead guy next to him. Well, I guess I did it. Like Dick Tracy almost wakes up. Like, well, I must have murdered a guy. I'm it.
All the forensic evidence and scientific evidence points to me.
That's right. All the science. So I'm here. I'm holding the gun. I'm it.
It's the 1930s. Caught red-handed is pretty much open and shut here. Like this is.
Yeah, Your Honor, he was caught red-handed holding this pistol.
Do you think maybe this was like the first frame up ever? You know what I mean?
Well, no, because you would have had Ye Old frame up where the guy wakes up and he's holding a sword, and that's about it. You know?
Right.
And then the king executes the guy. Like, that's pretty much it, you know? Yeah, so, I mean, but that, they, like, all the lengths they go to, you know, passing the note, like, they find out about his personal life, and they kidnap the girl, so it looks like she's run away on him, because apparently if you're a woman in this time period, if you leave your man, you're not on a girl's night out or vacation or gone home to see your mother.
Just fucked off.
That means there is big trouble in paradise. So so you sit there, stare by the phone, and wait for her to come crawling back, because that's all he does. He doesn't. He kind of is like, "Have you seen Tess? Have you seen Tess?" Well, that's about it. I guess I'll just sit by the phone and wait for her to call, because there's actually scenes. So forget the action scenes about us getting the bad guys arrested. No, we're gonna watch him in a montage sit by a phone.
Yeah.
And look at a faceless man look at the phone. Faceless man, phone. Like, that's that's a good 5 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Until he finally gets the note passed and says, meet me at the greenhouse.
Yeah, I do like the frame up, like you said. It is well done. I will call out the fact that the guy's upstairs and he's going, "Hey, don't shoot me, Dick Tracy."
Yeah.
Put down that .38 caliber pistol that you're pointing directly at me. Shots.
The one you pulled out of your yellow trench coat.
Officer number 27407. You know?
Yeah. 123 the street.
Yeah. 122 Street Lane. Yeah.
In the red district.
Yeah. West. Yeah.
West. Yeah. West side.
Home phone number 3.
Nice watch, by the way.
Yeah. Wow, does that watch talk? Wow.
And then, so I have a couple of other notes about all Flatfoot cops are Irish, apparently.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if you're not officer level, then you're Irish.
Yeah.
like, it's weird because none of it, like, even the chief of police is just, like, I don't know, Warren Beatty's cousin or something like that.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like, all right, time to send out the patrol. Oh, yes, sir. Right away, sir. We're going to...
And that's the sound they make leaving.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why Cole Meany got hired.
Yeah, exactly.
You there, you Irish? Oh, yes, sir. You're hired.
I like it when he's when he falls through the ceiling, when he finds out where Tess is, and he goes on top of the building at Big Boy's place.
Yeah.
And he breaks through the window. And then he's looking around for a way to get out. And I'm like, hey, how about that giant hole you just made in the window?
Oh, that was in the roof, right?
In the roof, yeah.
The
and I'm like,
yeah.
Why not just go through there?
Yeah, I have a note. He spends way too long trapped in that room.
Like, but then he gets out of it by making a fucking teeter-totter, like a seesaw.
Oh my God! Thanks for bringing that up.
He makes the other guy jump in, who I assume now is trapped.
It's got yeah. So the room has a safe door. It's not holding anything.
No,
except this dame.
Yeah,
yeah. He tells his buddy to jump in so he can spring through a 20-foot hole. Yeah, he leaves his buddy for dead.
Yeah,
like there's nothing in the denouement that says that officer, I don't know, so
yeah,
officer not Irishman was rescued. You know, I was rescued half an hour later. In a panic, because he was trapped in a 20-foot room. You know?
We rescued him using a new whirlybird. We called a helicopter we got from New York.
Yeah, and rope.
And a rope, yeah.
We thanks to the people at the rope store for helping out with it.
It's not even Bill's ropes. It's just rope.
Rope, yeah. It's just rope. Shoes, rope, pants. But no,
Dick Tracy would like to extend his thanks to Rope, 107 Street Avenue. Yeah,
White District.
Yeah, White District. Yeah,
East Side. but yeah, basically he kind of assesses the situation and realizes you suck as a cop.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you suck as a cop. Just I'm better than you.
Well, yeah. In comparison to me, you suck.
Yeah.
So all you're good for is dead weight. Jump down here.
Yeah.
And what if he didn't land on his little teeter-totter thing?
Thank you.
Well, no, great. Now we're both stuck.
But then we get that whole weight joke. It's like, how much do you weigh? 180. 195. All right, 210. It's like,
Yeah.
we're not women. What do you care?
Yeah. Weirdo.
Like that's a woman's joke, you know?
Towards the end, because at one point towards the end, like there was just so much kind of happening and not happening. One of my other favorite things was every time there was a police bust, the show must go on.
Oh yeah.
You notice that Madonna doesn't break a bar. She keeps going. The dancers keep dancing. I'm assuming they might have run if there was a shootout, but there never was in the club.
No.
But had there been, I'm sure some of those girls would have gone down. Like they would have just been like, you know, like high step, shot in the leg. You know what I mean? Like gets up, tries to keep on dancing. She's bleeding all over the place.
To be fair, I don't think any of the dancers would have been shot because these fucking mobsters are worse fucking aimers than stormtroopers.
Oh yeah.
These guys can't hit anything. They surround Dick Tracy, and he's standing right there.
Yeah.
And his big yellow fucking jumpsuit, and nobody's. He's not even winging him. You know what I mean? Like he's not even close.
Yeah. There isn't even like the bullet through the hat gag or.
No, there's not even like a Han Solo just missed my head type thing. No, there's none of that.
No, exactly. But like and this whole time, every time they see each other, as you mentioned, friggin' Madonna and Dick there are making googly eyes. Oh, sorry, breathless Mahoney.
Yeah,
like she's a Bond villainess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is making goo eyes at each other. I was actually expecting them at the end. Like I was expecting Tess when she finally gets free of her bonds to run to Dick. And then just walk in on them kissing again and just be like, "Oh, for crying out loud!" Like,
what again?
Fool me once, Dick Tracy. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on you again, because it's the 30s and I'm a woman and I need a man. So
and I can't do anything about it because we don't have equal rights.
Fool me 8 more times and I'm telling my mother. You know,
which she does.
Yeah. She goes crying home to her ma. I need a man, and apparently there's only one single guy in town, and he happens to be the chief, like the lead detective.
Yeah. It's so hard to find a man because no one else exists in this town.
Because yeah. I honestly thought I was gonna grow up and marry a shop owner because that's all there is in this town.
Yeah. I went down to the shoe repair store and there was no one there.
No one there, yeah. All the shoes have been fixed. All 38 pair of them.
Just Chet walks into town, sets up a shoe repair store, fixes all the shoes, and then leaves.
Yeah, I'll be back in 3 years. You know, I'm gonna go across the street and open up a rope store. This is the weirdest town I've ever seen. This makes Joel Schumacher's Gotham look normal.
It does. It does. It really, really does.
Even with its weird, rather phallic
statues and neon and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Give me the neon gang. At least they just wore masks. Like.
Yeah, this Dick Tracy town could have used more black light.
And to your point earlier, it's so colorful. I was kind of surprised. This was the 90s. I was kind of surprised we didn't get like more like to try and quote unquote update it to the 90s. Yeah,
well, I was surprised we didn't get that 90s mosaic, colorful mosaic thing.
Yeah,
remember how all the colors would be like that, and
yeah,
that god awful thing.
That was like it was the 80s hangover, man. Like hangovers can be.
Oh no,
very
that
painful.
was 90s. That was 90s.
I mean, all we get then at the end is we get the tying test to the train tracks type thing.
Yeah.
But it's to this clock tower.
Oh yes. Oh,
Yeah.
the bridge.
Yeah. The bridge gears. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
And-
just seemed to go and stop randomly.
Yeah. Well, bridge goes up, bridge goes down. So.
Well, but the gears just stop randomly so that she's not crushed.
Yeah, exactly. But then he gets the Joker's ending.
Yeah, he falls.
Yeah, and into the darkness, and that's it. Like we just saw this a year ago,
Yeah, pretty much.
and done better.
And we don't see him land.
And where the hell does this pit go? Why is there a giant pit at the bottom of your
Well,
mechanical?
I assume it would fall into the lake or to the whatever body of water it was.
This was we were on the land side.
Then I don't know.
We weren't in the middle of the bridge. Yeah.
Then I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, were they meaning to put some more concrete down there to fortify it, and then they ran out because the concrete factory shut down?
Because it got
We saw
stolen
it
and taken to the South Side warehouse.
Well, we saw it. The mob took over the South Side warehouse, so no more cement. That's it.
That's true. They didn't
They're
pay.
using it all.
They didn't pay the premiums.
They were using it. They didn't pay the VIG. The mob took it over, and they were using it for their cement boots or their cement coffins. So
Yep. No, cement baths. Remember they called it.
Cement.
You're
The
dirty.
bath.
You need a bath.
The bath. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a note here that Al Pacino looks like a cross between a squirrel and Gomez Adams. That should give you any kind of indication.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Gomez Adams.
Because he had the mustache, the Gomez mustache.
Yeah, absolutely. The hair too, a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. You got anything else?
No. My gosh, I was spent after this. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. Honestly, I don't know if 1990s me would have found this any more entertaining. Except
Probably
for
would
Madonna's.
have.
Well, except for Madonna's tits, but that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, then I would have went to work the next day going, "What the hell are we doing, guys?"
So just a few things on this movie. This movie holds the record for a comic book movie with the most Oscar wins with 3.
Really?
Followed closely by Dark Knight with 2.
Wow. Which
So-
ones did it win?
Mostly set design,
Okay, probably costuming.
technical awards.
All the
type
technical
thing.
awards. Yeah, that makes sense.
Al Pacino has stated that Madonna flashed him during rehearsals for this movie, opening her coat to reveal that she was naked underneath. Like I said, Madonna has no problem being naked.
Nope, I guess not.
Nope, not at all. Right before the 5 villains of the poker game are killed, the Brow gets 2 pair aces and 8s. This is widely known as the dead man's hand, since famous Sheriff Wild Bill Hickok of Deadwood, South Dakota, was holding it when he was shot to death in 1876.
Ooh, a
So,
little poker trivia there. I like that.
yeah. Producers lobbied for former President Ronald Reagan to play Pruneface,
Oh,
but Warren Beatty turned it down.
oh my God. way to insult your president, you know?
Former president at that point, but I see Dick Tracy gonna get you.
Well, I guess Dick's got to go. You know? Mr. Tracy, tear down that precinct.
That was almost fucking Trump-esque. Very good.
Yeah.
At one point, John Landis was set to direct. He hired Jim Cash and Jack Epps Jr. to write the screenplay, with Clint Eastwood in the title role. His orders to the writers were to do the screenplay for the film centered around Big Boy Caprice as the main villain. But Landis, after an on-set accident on The Twilight Zone, the movie, left the project.
Okay. Well, I mean, that vision mostly stated is Big Boy Caprice consolidating the mob, right? Like
Yeah.
that absolutely makes sense. Tell you what, Clint Eastwood in that role, I would have believed those punches.
Yeah.
In the 1990s Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Yeah. Calling Dick Tracy. Yeah. What do you want?
Go ahead. Call me Dick.
The animated short Roller Coaster Rabbit was released theatrically with this movie, starring, of course,
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
Just came out a couple of years before then. Almost cast for you.
Ooh.
Almost
Aside
cast,
from Clint Eastwood.
aside from Clint Eastwood. The Kid, almost played by Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, that would have...
I have to go to the orphanage.
Yeah. No, different movie. Every time that he has to go out, he doesn't have Tess to look after him, so the kid's just home alone.
Yeah. Oh.
And tell you what, he would have taken care of those guys that ambushed him. He would have had everything, the paint cans swing in and
everything, yeah.
marbles on the doorstep, and yeah.
Lips, almost played by Gene Hackman.
Oh, okay, but they got Paul Sorvino instead.
Yep.
That's fine.
In the role of Breathless Mahoney, Samantha Fox. Kim Basinger. Of
Yes,
course, big
okay.
at that time. Another one big at that time, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah, and all good choices.
And,
Except that,
and a
again,
young up-and-coming Sharon Stone.
Again, all great choices for your femme fatale. That's not arguing that. But I think what it came down to probably was the amount of musical numbers.
I think it really came down to the fact that Warren Beatty was dating Madonna at the time.
No, I'm just saying though. But and it could be. And you know what? Hey, I wasn't there. Maybe they added more numbers because they got Madonna.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they might if they had Pfeiffer or any of the others, it might have been more just her talking, and then one musical number where they, either she sings or they get her voice dubbed over. But
Yeah.
interesting.
In the role of Dick Tracy, almost Robert De Niro. Or Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is Dick Tracy?
Yeah.
Wait, De Niro.
De Niro or Nicholson, yeah.
Hey, well, he could have been prune faced.
Yeah, without any makeup, yeah.
Yeah, just that's funny. Oh my gosh.
And according to his autobiography, comedian Gilbert Gottfried was nearly cast in the role of Mumbles based on his distinctive voice.
Oh no, that doesn't work.
He was perplexed that he and Dustin Hoffman would even be considered for the same role, joking that, quote, the only way our names would appear together in the same Hollywood conversation would be the sentence, I've seen Gilbert Gottfried's acting, and he's no Dustin Hoffman.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't think...
I keep going back to De Niro. You shooting at me? Huh? You shooting at me?
You shooting at me?
Huh?
I don't see anybody else. You?
I don't see nobody else shooting. You shooting at me?
Imagine Jack Nicholson. Hey, prune face. Come to take it down.
Hey. Where do I get these wonderful toys?
Yeah. So as always on this show, we try to find this the real story behind the story. Mark?
Sorry, real quick. There was no other alternate casting for Tess Trueheart?
Not that I could find.
Because, to be very honest, any of those other castings for Breathless...
Yeah, could have worked.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about this Tess Trueheart.
Well,
I think a young Michelle Pfeiffer could have done Wicked in that, you know what I mean?
True, but she was probably she was probably doing Batman Returns at the time.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a couple of, I have four of them here. One of them was already alluded to, or is it a secret superhero movie? He punches people, they fly across the room. He punches an entire row of dudes without breaking a sweat, like just bang, 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 bang down the row, like that's like a Herculean feat.
Yep.
And he gets whacked with a chunk of lumber, doesn't phase him.
No,
not at all. I think this is a secret superhero movie. I think Dick Tracy's hiding some abilities there that he's not talking about.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Let's see. Or is it an ad for home insurance?
Okay.
Because homes are getting blown up and shot up all over the place here.
Okay.
Or is it Warren Beatty calls in every favor he had in Hollywood?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Kind of like what we talked about. I mean, who in the 90s was really clamoring for this? I'm guessing some of the more senior cast, yes, would have remembered it, but come on, like that's... Yeah, Pacino's like, oh, I wish they would have done a Dick Tracy movie. Yeah. My God, Warren, get on it! You know?
That's a good Al Pacino right there.
Thank you!
Finally,
I've been working on his voice for years! You know?
Yeah.
You know what? I got it from this movie, though. I gotta say, if
That's
you want to
true.
do an Al Pacino, watch this movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit! This is better than The Devil's Advocate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you
Because
want to
he's
learn how to do
not-
Al Pacino, watch Dick Tracy.
Yeah, because you'll hit those high notes every time because he's always yelling. Pretty much, even when he's trying to whisper, he's kind of doing a muted yell.
Especially when he's trying to teach Madonna how to do the number, and he's like doing the number.
Oh
wrong.
my God, that was
hilarious.
That was hilarious. And he's and bigger, bigger. And then, yeah.
Shout it to the room, down to the back of the room.
Actually, yeah, we've said this before. Playing to the back of the theater.
Yeah, there you go.
My last one, or is it a cautionary tale about dipping your pen in the company ink? Excuse me. Or in this case, don't stick your dick in your work, Tracy.
Very good, very good. I have 5.
I thought I had a lot with 4, but please go ahead.
This probably sets a record for me. Or is it proof that Warren Beatty has the same fucked up looking dreams as Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher?
You don't doubt that.
Or is it the Lego movie version for Crayola?
The Crayola movie? Let that one linger for a sec, because that was funny as fuck.
Should have saved that one.
Everything is orange. All right.
Everything is orange.
Good luck trying to rhyme with orange. Everything is orange.
And some stuff is blue. All right. Or is it the story of violent criminals having a stranglehold on businesses everywhere, keeping the common folk oppressed? Good thing that was only a thing in the 1930s, eh? And this is where I start to get a little obscure. Or is it the origin story of the man in the yellow hat before finding a curious monkey named George?
Yeah.
Or is it the story of Mike the diner cook who secretly lusts after Dick Tracy's main squeeze?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about this. He's giving lustful gaze at Tess there all the way throughout this movie.
And he's seeing Beatty day in and day out just treating this girl like shit. You know, he's running out all the time. I gotta go. Stiffs her with the check.
Oh, no, he always paid.
He always paid?
Oh, he always paid. He dropped money on the table because the kid picked it up, remember?
Oh, and we didn't talk about his lovely proposal.
His non-proposal? Yeah.
Fucking throws the ring at her. Like, I'm fucking Warren Beatty. This is a done deal. Throw, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that'll about do it for Dick Tracy. Wow, this was a good one.
This one, by the way, this was my choice, kind of in honor of all the superhero movies we've had this year.
Yeah.
I thought I would go to another superhero movie I hadn't seen yet. And I'm still right. This is a damn well superhero movie.
Yeah, I think
He may
so.
be bulletproof. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. He might be bulletproof. It might not be that the mobsters are bad
Maybe.
shots. He just might be bulletproof.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't know. Yep.
Maybe it has something to do with a magical coat or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's about do it for us. I'm Sean Taylor.
And I mean Mark.
Join us next time. We'll take a look at the story of the fast food chains competing for cut potato superiority in Lord of the Fries.
And turn the dead, drunk or drown. Don't put no ad in no lost and found. Just call